football has come to the west coast of Florida, and we are at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Los Angeles Rams and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. A man who played his college ball in Tallahassee, here's Cam Akers. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 41-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. Airing it out deep for Woods. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
Dancing away at the 35. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down. A quick throw caught by Evans out wide. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he's got this down to the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Jones. He was brought down by Troy Reeder.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Brady going to sling this out wide to Godwin. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Throwing is Stafford. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
And I could see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Play action. Stafford. Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Bucs will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. What a start defensively. I mean, your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones.
And
a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. Rolling to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. This defense for the Rams, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From midfield, here's Brady. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. And a catch right side by Evans. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. On the defensive side of the ball, that's the definition of frustrated. You get them to 4th down, and then you allow a chunk play like that in the passing game.
Almost felt as if that play was drawn up in the dirt on the sideline. They pulled that from a game plan that wasn't this game, and they still made it work.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Extra point put through by Succop, and it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Stafford. On Stafford for the third time is intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. And think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure is good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
Fournette. And this will result in him losing yards to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Fournette again. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Buccaneers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Succa. And that makes the score 21-0. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Jackson now to return. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he's going to have a Rams first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. That's caught by Jackson. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. And the box with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They snap it to Stafford. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. In the wild card win last week, he had just 2 catches, and now he's got his first one here. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. Over the middle, complete. That's Jackson. And down inside the 15 he goes. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers taking it in from a yard out. And the Rams are on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. Point after here coming up. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Khalif Raymond now. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this 1st half. A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Here's Brady. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. So we keep waiting year after signs of Tom Brady's arm strength deteriorating, but his message there, keep waiting. Extra point put through by Sucker, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Inside the 5-yard line or so, gain some field position for your defense.
So time it up for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. It's a squib kick that still makes its way down inside the 15. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The final shot before the break, Stafford. Akers has got the first down and then some. And he'll be out right at the 35.
Why the Bucks hitting them so hard low.
This NFC divisional round matchup as we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando. It's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's Brady to throw. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Rams go nickel here defensively on third. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to take this field and into Ram territory. 91 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend. 2nd and 4. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in.
I see why you want out the NFC now.
They're running it. He's crossing. He's checking ground. Alert!
Play action. Now it's Brady. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Well, the jet sweep. This is Godwin. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Running right, Jones. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bucs take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
A very costly holding penalty. It backs them up all the way inside their 10 to start this drive. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. On the give, this is Akers.
And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line.
61 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, In addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. On first down, Stafford here. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. They find some open field here. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory.
Let's go.
Well, he's definitely difficult to account for out of the backfield, and he makes something happen there with the ball in his hands.
Yeah, and folks, this is not an accident. This is by design. They wanted to clear out the middle of the field, and then if no one's open, they've got a safety valve they can just dump it down to, and he's got all sorts of space to roam there, and he turns it into a really big play.
He's got it. It's Higbee. Touchdown, Rams. A 9-yard touchdown there, and the Rams are able to draw a bit closer.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
A try here for the extra point. It's good, and it's now 35-14.
Mixing score, Buccaneers 35, Rams 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Brady's throw pulled in by Gronkowski. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming.
The give is to Jones. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Jones. A beautiful fake. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 115 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And some room to roam now. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? He was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
Extra point put through by Succop, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
On 2nd down, Akers. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. They'll go again here with Akers. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Carlton Davis picks it. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero, but we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
They'll try to run for it with Fournette. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Buccaneers are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. Succop for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this 4th quarter. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 111 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup. Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their...
And got his man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 35. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Steps away to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player...
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers with his second touchdown of the night. And the Rams get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Point after, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They have all but booked their ticket to the NFC Championship game next weekend, and they'll look to finish things off here now in this fourth quarter. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there. And now it's third down and inches. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Well, on both sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not forget the others. Tough pill to swallow.
It really is because there's so much hard work, effort. You mentioned the hope to go on and maybe play in the big game itself. Well, let's see how they handle it, though. The offseason is going to be a long one for them because they're going to eat their heart out watching other people continue to play. But